በደቡብ በምስራቅ በምዕራብ ላይ ሙሉ ይሁን ያንቺ ሲሳይ ይራቅ ይራቅ
Salam. Hey everyone, welcome to the Ultimate World Music Reaction channel. We are taking a ride over to Africa today. It's time to explore Ethiopia. I'm so excited anytime that I can explore music from another country that I have not listened to yet, or add to the list of countries that I've explored, more artists, more songs. It's just awesome. And I'm so glad you're on these rides with me. Shout out to all my ride or dies. We're going to explore Teddy Afro today. This is a song, it's called Ethiopia. It's a song that has over 24 million views. Have you ever heard of this artist? I hadn't. And he has 24 million views and lots and lots and lots of subscribers. So go check the link in the description below to follow this artist if you like it, to support them on social media. And while you're at it, like and subscribe to this channel too. But I'm happy you're here. Now, Ethiopia is in the Horn of Africa, and they speak different languages such as Amharic. It was the birthplace of coffee, from what I understand, and is the oldest independent country in Africa. It's also the second most populated country in Africa and has a population of over 106 million people, making it second to Nigeria. This is gonna be good, I already can tell. Okay. The horns coming in. And that distinct beat and rhythm. How can you be still for this, right? Those notes. The font, the writing is very, the symbols and the writing are very unique. All right, listen, guys, for those of you who are here because you're my writers, shout out to you for trying things, listening to things you don't know. For those of you who stop by because you're like, why not? Even though it may not be your music, I want to encourage you, give it a try. Try to embrace the music and just experience it. For me, when I listen to music like this, it's hard for me to sit still, and I don't understand the lyrics. I was putting on the captions hoping it would show. It doesn't. But basically, and it fits to the title, the song is called Ethiopia, and he's singing about his love for his motherland. Even if I pass away, my motherland remains in my honor. She's my mother country. And so there's this idea of a love for the country. And I get that. I think there's something special about loving where you come from, honoring the place, without having any, unhealthy patriotism that we may find in certain countries. There's something to be said about honoring your country, loving your fellow humans and appreciating the country you were born in and the place that you were put into this earth on. This type of music, just the horns, the guitar, the rhythm, it really has this uplifting, fun vibe. And if you've ever traveled the world, like even for myself, driving in a tuk-tuk in Dali, in a Dali in Cambodia and in Tanzania, there's something so beautiful about just being on some dirt road in a little tuk-tuk taxi and the dirt in your face and seeing people on the market, a very simple way of life where time felt slower, to be honest. Sure, there was plenty of hustle and bustle, even in the city, but there's just something so beautiful about loving your home country, traveling the world, embracing things that are unfamiliar. And to me, it has that vibe, right? I just imagine being like driving, it's a hot day and I'm listening to this and the colors and the beauty of the market and the smells and fragrances and just, get lost in it. Try it. If you're not familiar with this, try it. If this is your dude and you're here because you're like, I love Teddy, then hey, I love him too. I love this. Or we'll dance together. Welcome to Rosalie's channel where we dance to music.
ባህርሽን ተሻግረው የጀግኖች ሀገር የአዳም እግር አሻራ ፈለገ ያንቺ ስም ሲጠራ በሰማይ ላይ ባንዲራሽን አይቶ ስምሽ ሲጠራ ማን ዝም ይላል ሰምቶ በሰማይ ላይ ባንዲራሽን አይቶ ኢትዮጵያ ሲባል ማን ዝም ይላል ሰምቶ
As I'm listening to the lyrics, by the way, guys, I think the lyrics are even more profound than just the love for the country. We'll talk about that in a second. በሰሜን በደቡብ በምስራቅ በምዕራብ ያንቺ ሲሳይ በሰሜን በደቡብ በምስራቅ በምዕራብ ላይ ሙሉ ይሁን ያንቺ ሲሳይ ይራቅ ይራቅ ችግር ከመጣሽ ሞሎ ሞሎ ይሁን ሲሳይሽ ይራቅ ይራቅ ችግር ከመጣሽ ሞሎ ሞሎ ይሁን ሲሳይሽ ይራቅ ይራቅ ናዬ ሞሎ ሞሎ Hey. Hey, okay. Woo! I love this, guys. I love this. How can you not dance to this? The lyrics are a little deeper than I thought. I mean, mainly the idea is love for Ethiopia, the mother country. But if you go a little deeper, and I think this song is in Amharic, right? Amharic is one of the main languages spoken in Ethiopia. If I die, my motherland remains in my honor. Indeed, she is my mother country. So many have died guarding her honor against those who have crossed seas to dishonor you. You are a land of heroes where Adam left his footprints on. Hey. Because, many believe that the humanity originated in the Middle East and Africa. The fountainhead of Gion River, your name is called out, let alone watching your waving flag. Even those who hear the name Ethiopia won't keep quiet, let alone watch your flag waving in the sky. Even those who hear the name Ethiopia won't dare to keep quiet. Within the rainbow shining in the sky, draping your flag, your symbol is imprinted on the palm of the world and known even to Aryam. I'm not sure who that is or what the significance is there. Mountain of high peaks have stood guarding over you, the peak of the statue of Aksum, our Ethiopia. If the rainbow colors are seen across the sky, it is her flag and no one else's. She will be the front runner of the coming ages, even though the world calls her backwards. Interesting. I wonder if that's kind of pointing out, Ethiopia may be seen in the Western world as, poverty, or looked at certain ways. Even Africa, often seen by many through the lens of poverty or commercials with starving children. But Africa is a beautiful continent and so much more than what may be presented, right? I mean, sure, there is poverty and there are a lot of hardships, but then there's also cities and skyscrapers and hustle and bustle. Like, there's so many different things in Africa. It's a continent. It's huge. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Go if you can. And so many different countries, even in Africa. I've only been fortunate enough to go to Tanzania to visit the Kimasai. I would love to see more of Africa. But I do think many people may look at it as backwards, right? Not necessarily a leading country when it comes to the earth. But to say, in the coming ages, she will be a front runner, right? Whatever is in the back will be in the front, so to speak. And what's interesting is this part. Let me repeat her name over and over. Isn't the name Ethiopia my own name? Even if there is not enough food on the plate, will a mother be traded for something else? I won't let go. I'll hold tight to her skirt and never give up hope on my mother before finishing paying her back for all she did for us. Should not people call her name in unity? So basically this idea of even if you don't have a lot of food on your plate, you're not going to forsake your mother. You're not going to let go of the hem of her skirt, like children holding on to a mother's skirt. And in the same way, even though there may be poverty in Ethiopia, I'm not going to forget my motherland. Ethiopia, my country. And then that chorus repeats. So many have died guarding your honor against those who've crossed seas to dishonor you. You are a land of heroes where Adam left his footprints. And then that repeats, and it says, let me repeat her name, Ethiopia. In the north and the south and the east and the west, may your bounty be full. It almost sounds like a blessing over the country. Also beautiful. Begone misery from the land. Let your bounty be full. What a declaration. Begone misery from the land. Let your bounty be full. This gentleman, and this is cool, you guys. This gentleman, Teddy Afro, I believe is a reggae artist. And this song was looked at millions of times. And what I find so interesting, and I'll close on that, is that I did not know of him. I don't really listen to Ethiopian music much, but it was beautiful. It was hard not to dance. I hope you danced with me a little bit. If not, rewind and dance again. But there's something so joyful about the music and something so beautiful about exploring music from around the world and jumping out of our comfort zone, not just listening to things that we're familiar with or that we know, and embracing things, not just the music, if it's a different genre, but even the lyrics, right? There's something beautiful about honoring the country you were born in, the place that you were birthed in, that you entered into this world, and for some, the place that they will leave this earth, right? From dust to dust. And then there's something beautiful about the parallels between a love for a mother and a loyalty to a mother and a loyalty to a homeland, blessing this country, speaking good things over it, right? Many times, if we're not careful, we complain about the things going wrong in our nations and the issues we have, though many of us, especially in the West, have it really well, have it really good. So there's something beautiful about also, speaking a blessing over your country, speaking a blessing over the place you come from. I think that's beautiful, and I think that's a healthy type of patriotism, in my opinion. But it was a very joyful song, very fun, just beautiful. God willing, inshallah, maybe I have a chance to go to Ethiopia one day. There's so many places I have yet to explore, but I like this. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. As always, like, share, subscribe. Go to the links, follow this artist too. And if you want, check out my Patreon or my Buy Me a Coffee page. There's lots and lots of information all over the place if you want to get connected. I'm so glad that you stopped by. God bless you. Salam alaikum. I will see you soon. This was Rosalie. Heyo.